In this video, I'm going to define what we mean by development in geography. In this video, I'm going to define what we mean by development in geography. Now, this is a big misconception I often see from pupils. And whenever we're looking at developing nations, they lose sight of what we actually mean by the term development. Development is a branch of geography which refers to the standard of living and quality of life. Now, in previous video, I went through what we mean by quality of life. Here's the model again for quality of life. And that's broken down into economic, physical, psychological, and social factors. Again, if people can tick off all those different factors, it means they're going to have a higher standard of living. When we want to compare countries on how developed they are, there's many different measurements, and here are just some of them. So comparing life expectancy, how long people will live for, is an easy measurement. This usually signifies that that country has good healthcare systems. When a country has high literacy rates, it indicates that they've got a very strong education system. High levels of access to clean water indicate that there's been a lot of investment in infrastructure. Values such as GNI or GDP show how strong the economy is within the country. And again, high values generally indicate a high level of development. And lastly, the HDI, the Human Development Index, takes into account several different values. So it looks at life expectancy, number of years in education, and GNI per head. And this gives a good average value when trying to indicate how developed a nation is. When we've looked at these measures of development, it's a very common practice in your lessons that you look at how we can actually reduce this development gap. The development gap refers to the widening gap between the richest and poorest countries of the world. So there are several different ways that we can try and tackle this gap and break down those barriers. So we've got investment, which could be in industrial areas, investing in factories, which then creates jobs. Tourism is a very useful method to reducing the gap. It creates jobs in hotels, restaurants, being tour guides, travel. Any of those things can help boost the economy and help people with jobs. The Fair Trade Scheme ensures that farmers get a fair price for their product, and because in the past some countries and companies have taken advantage and not paid them a fair wage. Lots of developing nations have high levels of debt, so if countries or the World Bank can offer some debt relief, they can spend money on actually improving the standard of living for the people of that country. Aid isn't just about sending money to poorer countries, it could be sending loads of other things. So food and supplies, as well as expertise such as doctors and nurses to help out with natural disasters. And the last common method is loans or microfinance loans. And these are case-by-case loans given to small businesses, and again trying to have that impact on their local economy. So by allowing someone to start a small business, they can make money, they can pour money back into the local economy, and hopefully then give other people jobs. So that's just a quick summary of what we mean by the term development and how to reduce the development gap. Thanks for watching. Make sure you give this video a like. Check out any of the other videos in the Geography Basics series.